An update now on accusations of former Wichita Church youth pastor sexually harassed and abused youth at the Eastminster Presbyterian Church. The church today saying it actually got reports on 3 separate occasions, the first coming as far back as December of 2000. Now, KAKE's Sydney Ferguson spoke with 2 victims who say this is just the beginning of what we're going to hear. What else do they have to say, Sydney?
Pilar, the men I spoke with say it was shocking to learn the church had the opportunity to stop the abuse 25 years ago, and instead, by choosing to handle everything in-house, more children were hurt in the process. After services Sunday, Eastminster Presbyterian Church released a letter providing more details about when it knew of the alleged abuse of 23 children at the hands of the church's former youth director, Bodie Weiss.
I started out hopeful. By the end of it, I was more angry than when I started.
Andy Warren and Tyson Stewart say they were 2 of those 23 children.
To think that they could have prevented victims from becoming victims, it's really sad and really angering.
In the 2-page letter, the church says it got abuse allegations against Weiss twice, for the first time in 2000 and again in 2005. Both times, the church says it investigated and found the claims unsubstantiated. Stewart was abused in the 90s and first told his story publicly in 2024.
They said they didn't know until I went public. Well, now they're saying they did.
In 2008, 2 years after the church says Weiss left to work elsewhere, the letter says another victim came forward. The church settled with the victim, paying out a monetary settlement and signing non-disclosure agreements the church says the victim's parents asked for.
He told me that, oh no, that's not at all how it happened. The church initiated it.
Warren says this is where they should have involved law enforcement, if not earlier.
Instead, they paid off a victim, they paid off his family, and then they kept it quiet for 16 years. That's outrageous.
Had they done what was right in 2000, he would not have been a victim.
There shouldn't be another year, there shouldn't be another month, there shouldn't be another day in which this continues to get mishandled.
Warren and Stewart say they still want the church to release its full investigation to the public, but now they want to see previous investigations as well.
By no means do I believe that this is the final full painted picture.
Now, in my conversations today with Warren and Tyson, they pointed out that at least 1,000 children had to have come through the program in the 16 years Weiss was employed. But the church's most recent investigation, over 53 people were interviewed. Now they're hoping the church will hand the information over to a true third party who can investigate and reveal everything that happened during Weiss's employment. In Wichita, Sydney Ferguson, KAKE News on your side.